Dakotah,
That's what's up. Appreciate you.
I do all of those things. That's what I said. And how do I start? So I'm going to tell you about my journey of self-love and where this started. And where this really started was about mid 2019. I made what I will refer to at this point up into my life the biggest mistake I've ever made. And that mistake filled me with so much shame. Now there's a difference between guilt and shame. Guilt is, I did something bad. Shame is, I am bad. And I was not guilty, I was full of shame. I felt like up to that point in my life, I was a pretty good person. I thought that I was okay, I thought that I was good. And then after this mistake, I was like, I don't know if any of that is true. I think I'm bad. How could I be good if I did something like this? And so that's where this journey of self-love begins, a really, really dark, scary place. And it was through me getting connected to the Leaders of Tomorrow program and my great mentor, standing over there, Bonnie Murray, who with that, literally drug myself or clawed my way out of a hole of shame and hating myself. And I think I needed to hit that rock bottom before I could get here. And moving through that program, they forced me to look at myself of who am I actually? What is my character, and what is my integrity, and what do I value, and who am I, and who do I want to be? And I spent so much time digging inside, and they constantly, even when I didn't want it there, put the mirror in front of my face. And I had to face myself, the real me, for the first time. I'm really big into personal growth and self-development and all of that really nerdy stuff. And so there is a personality test called the Enneagram, and I'm a 3. And I'll give you the short story. I could ramble about these things for ages. But you're connected to a number, and I'm a 3. And the 3 is called the Achiever, which for anyone who knows me knows that's definitely something. I do a lot of things, but it's also called the Performer, which means that I'm really, really, really good at putting on a mask and making you think that everything in my life, everything in my life is this hunky-dory, awesome, I'm awesome, life is great, rainbow, sunshine, joy, all the time. Shit's not real all the time. I am a pretty happy-go-lucky person, but there's a lot happening behind closed doors, right? So through this program, I really spent that time. And I would say for anyone who's trying to go on this journey, you have to spend the time in the dark hole. You have to look in. You have to put the mirror in front of your face. You have to figure out, who am I? Who do I want to be? And also know that anything that you did yesterday gets to stay there. You make the choice if it stays there, or if you pick it up every single day and carry it with you. And for so long, I was picking this up, and I was carrying it with me, and it was weighing me down, and they helped me set it down and not take it with me, and fully let go of my shame. I'm also a yoga instructor, and so this year was when I actually got certified, and I went through a 6-month training I like it, I take it over here, we're doing yoga over here. So I went through this training, and I also had to do a lot of self-reflection during this training. I had to look into who I am, and yoga is about your connection of your mind, body, spirit, and there's so much more to you as a person than just this one piece. And so I had to align myself of who am I spiritually and emotionally, and how do I present myself physically, and all of these things. And so this whole process just made me become a more whole version of myself. And it's been 13 months now, and I'm still in the midst of it. This isn't going to happen overnight. I had to face in those times okay, what are and picking out areas, right? So I found out that the things that I really, really love about myself is my crazy curly hair that I tried to tame for years and years, and it has a mind of its own, and that's okay. She can do whatever she wants, and I like it. I like that personality of it. I like the way that I throw my head back and cackle when I laugh, really, really obnoxiously. I love these physical aspects of myself, right? And these are things that I always tried to push away. I love the fact that I ramble on and on about nerdy like self-growth and love and all these things. And what I realized, what I needed, so one, I had to notice that I love those things about myself first, right? But my word of 2020 was relationships. And I had to find people who I could be 100% that version of myself with, who loved me wholeheartedly. And it takes a little bit of time to find those people. I would tell you, if you're actively searching for any of them, you should go through the Leaders of Tomorrow program. You'll find all of your best friends. They're really awesome. That's how I found a lot of my people.
Hello.
That's the reason why I'm standing here today. I wouldn't know Mona and Tyler if it wasn't through kind of that aspect. And so you have to find people that you can say, these are the things that I love about myself, and for them to look back at you and say, yep, I love that too, and be around that. So I built this community of people around me. My amazing videographer over there, my best friend, Terry Liggins, is my biggest supporter and hype man. And like I said, Bonnie is one of my biggest mentors. And so this community, it doesn't matter if I achieve anything ever again. If I decide that I just want to go sit and do yoga in the woods, I guarantee you that they would love me just the same. And I never had that before. I never had that community. Everyone always expected something of me. And I'm not going to stop achieving. I'm going to still do things. But on the days that I am the worst version of myself, I know that there are people there to catch me and to bring me back up. So I don't know if this is actually giving you any tips on how to get on that journey, but the journey is long, and the journey requires a mirror. It requires a lot of vulnerability. It requires a lot of courage. It's the most courageous thing that I ever did, deciding to actually like who I truly am. And I love where I'm standing today. The fact that I get to do this is, I am amazingly, I'm honored. It's such an honor to be able that someone give me a microphone and let me just blab about myself. Like, that's cool, right? And it's to be able to do it in such a way, like, I feel the gift that you guys have given me through doing this. Oh, shut up. That's an amazing gift. So thank you for that. But the authentic joy that I can feel now, because I love who I am when I look myself in the eye in the mirror, is amazing.
Yes,
so I hope that you guys can find that. I hope that you take the time to look within. I hope you find the tribe around you that are the people who will love you, and be yourself, even if that means crying in public, and we definitely not planned and laughing your way out of it. So
yes,
love
woo!
yourself.
Woo! Yes.
Great job.
Hell yeah.
All right, everybody, y'all know what to do. On the count of three, say keep growing. 1, 2, 3.
Keep growing.
We appreciate you, Dakotah. Give it up for our winners, everybody.
Woo! Amazing.
And we're going to be moving into the open mic here in just a second. So make sure that you are still posting on social media. Let people know where you are, why you're here.